Yeah. So finally, the last question that we're going to answer today is from username TLGG, or is it TLG Guy 1997? I don't really know how to pronounce these names because they're very, very random sometimes. Yeah.
And you're retarded.
And I'm retarded. So yeah. This question is basically saying, "Hey, Greatness Debate. I was wondering what game impacted you the most story-wise, whether it be emotionally and or just purely amazed by it. Thanks for the update. Looks forward to seeing upcoming videos. So yeah. Robin, I guess, what game do you think is most kind of impacting on you? On you?
I don't know. Some games that come to mind is, for example, Red Dead Redemption, where the ending was just really good.
Good game.
Yeah, great game. And just overall, the whole vibe they create in that game is seriously amazing. But the most emotionally impactful moment I probably had in a game was when playing Heavy Rain. And I don't know if I can spoil this or something, but I'm gonna. Yeah, well, have you all played Heavy Rain?
No.
Nope.
No, but
can I
spoil it.
I don't really care. Let's go for it.
It's not really a spoiler because you literally have like 18 endings in the game, and I'm going to spoil the ending that I had in the first place, so that I really experienced as the true ending to the game. And that was that, you play as this guy who has a son. The son gets kidnapped.
Jason.
Jason, indeed. Yeah, and basically my ending was that I had rescued, my son, kind of like, and I walked outside with him, and then the police came and they thought you were actually the killer, and they just shot you down right in front of your son. Like, that's the ending I got, and I just felt so bad. I literally felt bad about that for still like 2 days afterwards, until I started, my second playthrough of the game, until I got different endings, till that point I just felt bad about it. I thought that was really, probably the most emotionally impactful moment I've had in the game. So yeah, Callum, go ahead.
I'm going to be boring and say The Last of Us, I reckon. Because
shut up. I was going to say it.
Well, I can't help it. There was a man tier produced at the start, okay? When his spoiler alert, whatever, I don't give a shit. When his daughter gets shot, that was the most emotional thing I've ever seen in gaming in my life. Seriously, because it's such a shock at the start of a game. You'd expect something like that nearer the end, like something like Red Dead Redemption, as Robin mentioned. Like the ending of that was like you kind of saw it coming a bit, but with The Last of Us, you didn't see it coming until like it actually happened, and that was like emotional for me. But then towards the end of that game as well, you got emotional as well with Ellie in the hospital and Joel and trying to rescue her and Marlene and all that. And it was just a really powerful game for me, and I felt like it was the one game that's truly impacted me, like, yeah, emotionally, I guess, without sounding like an absolute faggot.
Don't worry, you're already doing that perfectly well.
Yeah, cheers, Ghost. Thanks for that, buddy. First QuadComm with us. I don't think that's ever going to happen.
Replace Callum by Ghost to you, please.
Yeah. Okay. So
this is bullshit.
Am I going to be allowed to say mine now?
No, you're bloody not.
Okay, I'll leave. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, I was also going to say The Last of Us, but then just as Callum was speaking about it, I thought about a moment in Uncharted 3, which is really, really weird because you wouldn't think that's a very emotional game. But one of the things was, I'm pretty sure you're probably all suddenly thinking it in your head now.
The end.
No, not the end.
Oh, really?
Even though, yeah, nice one, Callum. So you're not thinking of what I'm thinking.
No, I'm not.
So even though, like, I did kind of find like the way that like Marlo and died or whatever the hell happened. I thought that was quite kind of sad in a way because she did kind of seem to kind of be quite. I'm also spoiling everything. If none of you ever played Uncharted, but most of you probably have. Yeah, but that wasn't the moment actually. The moment was when Sully got shot. Or pretend to be shot. Anyway,
he was never shot, Oscar. It was the vision. It was the
it was the water shit.
hallucinogenic agent.
It appeared to be he was shot.
Yeah, it was supposed to be shot.
I think
and I thought that was
expected. It wasn't him.
Yeah,
he didn't die. But
it was kind of weird.
Emotional.
Yeah, because it was like, oh shit, like that person's like gone. That person's gone from the story. Like you see like how like Drake has like kind of moved with him from his childhood and everything. How he like rescued him and shit, and then suddenly he's dead. and that kind of felt quite bad when I watched that. I was like, oh shit. But then obviously later on in the story you find out it was just the water and shit. But yeah, I thought that was quite good. But other than that, I would have said The Last of Us, obviously, because that is a very, very emotional game. But Callum's taken that, so I can't say that really.
Oh no, I'm so annoyed at myself for taking the game you were going to talk about.
Yeah, so...
Get off my back!
Okay, fine, leave me alone. Yeah, so Ghost, finally, what game do you think is the most emotionally
Well, I'd have to say, you know, Sully's going to die in Uncharted 4 anyway, so it's not...
Spoiler alert!
He is. Anyway, I'd say all the games mentioned so far, or all the moments mentioned in the games, have been fairly, I guess, emotional. So the ones I haven't played, obviously not, but I'd say the game that I played and I actually did feel emotional after it. I didn't feel emotional after it for a while. Like, I didn't feel as if it properly affected me. But I'd say The Walking Dead by Telltale Games, the ending to that, I felt fairly impacted by that. It was very, very, not heartbreaking. It's not the word. It was very hard to let go of the character of Lee, because you knew it was he was a good guy. But I'd say that was the game that I found right up there in terms of damaging me, I guess, emotionally. But I'd say I generally find it hard to get emotional over a game. I always remember it's not the real world. But a game has to do a lot to actually get to me, and I think The Walking Dead did that with its ending. And for a good, I'd say, week or so after that, I did feel a bit disappointed. Like, not disappointed with the ending, but disappointed with myself that I didn't change the ending, which obviously couldn't happen. But you know, that's what happened. So that was my game, and that is the end of the questions, I believe. Or do we have any more?
No, I don't think we've got any more, but there was one little question which I just thought I'd quickly answer, just as a little extra kind of thing, because in the comment section on the last video, I also saw a question about a possible kind of idea about us guys kind of like interacting more with the subscribers or you guys who are watching the video, and someone asked the question, like, if we were ever going to do like a live stream or play with people through the PSN and stuff, and I think at some point we will do that. I'm not saying like would do it like now, but maybe like maybe a subscriber milestone or something. You know, we could all get involved. Even Ghost might get involved at some point. You know, it might just, you know, we'll kind of talk about it later the time. You know, maybe we might do it for like a 600 sub type thing. I think we're at like 517 as we record this video. So like, you know, might do it that kind of, but like more as a milestone kind of thing, because it is, you know, quite a kind of difficult thing to do. You know, there's 4 of us possibly, you know, all playing on a game at the same time. You know. So it wouldn't be very easy, even though we do have like the share function on the PS4 thing now and everything. But yeah, it's you know, it's something we probably plan to do at some point, but we're not committing to it now. But yeah, that's pretty much it really. As far as I know, I don't have anything else to say. Any of you guys got anything else to say?
Nope.
Robin?
Yeah, that's what I expected, but nope.
No.
Dutch!
Dutch. Yep.
Dutch!
Dutch.
Ghost to You can now finally say that he has participated in the Greatness Debates outro where we all yelled Dutch.
Yay.
At the rock, Dutch faggot. Salam,
Anyway.
boys.